Hey guys, how y'all doing today? Chard here, tech guy. Alright, so I want to give a quick tip on anybody who's venturing into the smart home tech. There's certain rules that I go by that might help you as you venture down this road. One of my rules is any devices that I get has to play well with everything else. Now let me explain that. For instance, I cannot have a device where it's not controlled by Alexa. Okay, so that's one of the rules. And I have to have it where it can somehow be put into a routine or one of those IFTTT commands where I can say one command and everything in that routine happens. For instance, I got a routine that says La La Land, right? And what that does, it turns off the computer monitors. It turns off the office light. It turns off any lights that's downstairs, and it turns on the bedroom light. So all of that happened with just one command. You know, if I said good night, then it's going to turn off all the bedroom lights and any other lights that I left on in the house. So this is what I'm talking about. If you're going smart, it needs to be all smart and not halfway smart. You know, so everything, like I said, needs to work together. You know, if you have a command that says I'm home, then you want it to do whatever routine you have set up. You know, you might want it to turn on the TV, turn on the music, or turn on certain lights, you know, stuff like that. And you might have another routine word that says lock up, for instance, and make sure all the doors are locked. If you have the smart locks on there, it will close the garage. If you left it open, it will set the alarm, you know, because I have a routine that set the alarm and stuff like that. So if you're going in, make sure you set up those rules, because you don't want to get things that have too many different parts to it, you know, and they don't work together and you end up doing one thing out of another. For instance, if there's a device that's not controlled by, then if you try to set up a routine, you cannot include that device because it won't respond. You know, that's something you'd have to do manually. You'd have to probably open an app and then turn off that device or turn it on, whichever way it needs to be. So this is what I'm talking about. If you're going smart, you want everything to work together. You don't want to be voice commanding stuff and then have to go into an app just to control other things. The app will always be there. That's like a backup. Don't make it seem like, okay, you want to show off to your friends. You say a command like party time. The lights come on, but then you have to go on an app to play the music. That doesn't seem cool, you know. You can't show off on your friends with that. You know, it's like half of stuff happen here and then half don't. So get yourself in that mind frame now. Plan it out. You know, whatever hub system you're going with, whatever light system you're going with, whatever alarm system you're going with, whatever other devices that you want worked with your smart home, make sure they all have some type of connection somehow. Whether it's routine that's built into Alexa itself or IFTTT statements that can work with it, because it'll make it a whole lot easier than you doing 111 devices. You might have two lamps downstairs, a kitchen light, the living room light, the dining room light. You don't want to sit there and turn all of those off by themselves individually. Alexa, do this. Alexa, do that. Alexa, do this. Alexa, do that. You'll get tired of it after a while. But if they all can be working together under one command because they work with your setup, then it's one command and good night. All right, so think about that. So I just wanted to give that tech tip while you're going into smart home. If you haven't started it yet, think about that one thing. Like I said, make sure things work together. If it doesn't, don't put it into your system, because you'll have to break out an app or do something just to control that one device. But most of the things out there now do. There's two systems right now. You got Z-Wave and you got Zigbee. Unfortunately, Alexa right now only works with Zigbee. So if you want her to control things, you want to stick with Zigbee devices. Now the Wink Hub, that's a very good hub right there. It controls a lot. It's a very community hub. It works well with others. So if you're thinking about a hub to get, that's the one you want to get. It controls sprinkler system, ceiling fan, I mean, you name it. So you can go with a hub like that, or you can go with the new Amazon Echo with the hub built in. I know the routines that's built into the Alexa app work with Alexa, but IFTTT works with the Wink hubs great. But it also works with Alexa too, even if you don't have the one with the built-in hub. Routines are better because routines, you can stack them in one command. IFTTT, now you have to make more off. Say I want to control 2 different devices. I'd have to make 2 different if statements with the same word. Now if I said trigger safe, for instance, and I wanted to set the alarm, and then I wanted to control the alarm by turning it on, and then I wanted to turn off the outside lights, and then I want to make it sure the door is locked. Now all of that I'd have to do in 3 different separate commands. So this is how it would work. You would have 3 different commands. Number 1, if the word is safe, turn off the light. And then you set up another one that says if the word is safe, turn the alarm on. Then the third one would be if the word is safe, lock the door. Now when you say it, it will trigger all 3 commands and it make it seem like it all happened on one word, but it's actually 3 separate ones triggering at the same time. So Amazon did it differently. They created what they call routine, where I can say the same word, safe for instance, and it will trigger those 3 tasks under the one routine instead of having 3 separate ones like what I have to do in the IFTTT statements. So that's the difference. So those are some tips I want to put out there because I know people are going into the smart tech and you might be confused, but I just want to put that out there so you can get an understanding of what you're getting into. One, like I said, for me, and you can adopt it, I don't mind, is to set up where you have everything working together. That's one of the key things you need to focus on. And number 2, pick which route you want to go. For instance, you want to go with Amazon, or you're going with the Wink Hub, for instance. Like I said, the Wink Hub is more community friendly. It works with a lot of stuff. Amazon Echo right now only work with a few devices, but it's new and Amazon is always updating stuff, so it won't be long before it controls more. But right out of the gate right now, Wink Hub is winning that. They control a whole lot more devices, sprinklers and you name it. Plus the Wink Hub control Zigbee and Z-Wave devices, while on the other hand, Amazon Echo, the new one with the hub built in, only controls Zigbee devices. It might change down the road, but depends on your devices. You might want to choose the Wink Hub versus the Amazon with the hub built in. So look for those things, because like I said, don't go out there buying stuff without looking for Zigbee or Z-Wave. You need to pay attention to that, because if you bring on something that's Z-Wave and the Amazon can't control it, then you're gonna get all, I wouldn't say upset, but you're gonna probably get frustrated about it if you're trying to do certain things like I'm trying to do. I like everything that works together, and I have to pick which side I'm going on. I used to have the Wink Hub 2, but I decided to go with Amazon with the hub built in because most of the stuff I have in here run under Zigbee. It wasn't a big problem for me to do that switch over. If for the future, like I say, you need something that's controlled through the Wink Hub that the Amazon can control, then just start off with the Wink Hub right now and make sure you get the Wink Hub 2. That's the better hub. So I hope you understand what I was trying to explain in this video. I just wanted to point out a few things to you so you understand going into the smart world. I've been in it for over a year now. I tried some things, didn't work, take some things back to the store so I can make it easy for you. So if you got any questions, leave your comments. I don't mind answering them. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in more videos like this, you need to subscribe because you won't miss it. You won't have to hunt for it. It'll come straight to your mailbox. But that only happens if you hit the red button and the bell icon, so you get the notification. All right. So Chard the Tech Guy signing off. Thanks for watching the video and have a good day.